guys, it's Stock Curry, and in today's video, I'm going to give you my predictions for the Fed meeting on Wednesday. I'm also going to talk about the debt limit bill that was just passed, and I've got an update for you on 9 stocks and 2 cryptos. So let's get into it! Okay, first up, the House just passed a debt limit bill that will prevent a government shutdown and, more importantly, prevent the United States from running out of money. Now, it's important to understand that this was passed in the House, which has a Democratic majority, but it's going to face a lot of resistance in the Senate, which is split 50% Democrat and 50% Republican. In the end, though, this is pretty much a must-pass bill in order to prevent a government shutdown and prevent the United States from running out of money. So this bill should help prevent some of the fear, uncertainty, and doubt regarding the U.S. economy, which might help the stock market a little bit on Wednesday. Now, of course, the big news on Wednesday is that the Fed is wrapping up their monthly meeting and Jerome Powell is going to speak. Now, Jerome Powell is scheduled to speak at around 2:30 p.m. Eastern Time, but just keep in mind that he usually speaks a little bit earlier than that, so you can expect an announcement anywhere from, I'd say, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m., just depending upon when the Fed meeting wraps up. Now, the other thing is, if you watch CNBC or if you have the app on your phone, you can get alerts. They are actually going to announce what Jerome Powell will talk about before this speech is actually released to the public. So that's the best way to find out what the Fed is going to do before Jerome Powell officially releases his speech. Now, everybody knows that tapering has to start soon. The question is when. There's a real possibility that tapering is going to start in October. And if tapering does start in October, then we can expect that that will be announced here at the September meeting on Wednesday. Now, there's also a possibility that it might get delayed a little bit longer. And in that case, Jerome Powell's going to come out and he's going to say more of the same. We continue to monitor everything, but we're not yet doing any tapering. Now, here's how I expect the markets to react to all of that on Wednesday. I expect that in the morning on Wednesday, the market's going to be pretty flat. And then once Jerome Powell speaks, or more importantly, once it's a written speech. So once his written speech is actually released and the news media actually reports on that and we get a chance to see it, then you can expect the markets to either skyrocket or tank. Now, if the Fed comes out on Wednesday and they say, it's more of the same, we're not doing any tapering yet, then we can expect the stock markets to rise significantly on Wednesday, possibly as high as 1%. On the other hand, if the Fed comes out on Wednesday and they say, yes, we are going to start tapering in October, then you can expect the markets to absolutely tank on Wednesday. Now, either way, whether the markets go up on Wednesday or down on Wednesday, I think Thursday is going to be a red day. If the markets go up on Wednesday, say they go up 1%, I think Thursday could be a really big red day, possibly down as much as 2%. And the reason for that is based purely upon what happened last month in August. In August, when the Fed spoke, they said they were waiting. It was more of the same. The markets ran up like crazy on Wednesday. And then the very next day on Thursday, they absolutely tanked. And so I think that's what's going to happen again this month here in September. Now, I could be totally wrong. That's just my prediction, okay? But you can watch the markets. Now, if you have day trades left, or if you're a day trader, certainly you can play the Fed announcement. If they say they're waiting, you can buy calls on SPY, QQQ, stuff like that, and you can ride the wave up. If they say they're tapering, you can buy puts and ride the wave down. Now, personally, I don't have any day trades left. So here's how I'm going to be playing this. So in the morning, I'm not doing any trading whatsoever. If the Fed comes out and they say they are starting tapering, I'm going to be buying put options on SPY and QQQ. Now, if the Fed comes out and they say that they are going to wait on any tapering and they're just more of the same, then I'm going to wait for the markets to run up, and then towards the end of the day, I'm going to buy put options on SPY and QQQ. And my reasoning for that is I think Thursday is going to be a red day anyway, so I want to have those positions open before the close of Wednesday. However, if the Fed says they're going to start tapering, then I want to be able to capture the earlier downward price movement that's going to happen about midday Wednesday. So that's how I'm going to be playing it. Now, I did not do any trading whatsoever on Tuesday. However, the Discord was busy and they were making a ton of money. They were making money in FERR, but the big winner today was UBER, Uber. We had people that were up over 100%, over 200%, and one person was even up over 500%. That is crazy. Guys, if you want to get involved and you want to make crazy profits like we're making over on the Discord, then I encourage you to go check it out and sign up. I do have a 7-day free trial for the Discord. So just use my link in the description below. It's scottcurry.me/Discord. That's going to give you a 7-day free trial. It'll give you 7 days to go in there, check everything out. And if you like it, you can start paying for it. If not, just cancel, no big deal. But man, they are making a ton of money over on the Discord. So go check that out. Now, I'm going to get into the stock and crypto picks. I've got 9 stocks and 2 cryptos I want to update you guys on. I did do a little bit of crypto trading today, so we're going to talk about that. For those of you guys who are new to this channel, my name is Stock Curry. I used to work as an analyst for some large investment banks, and now I analyze stock picks on YouTube. Every day, I spend hours and hours and hours watching YouTube videos, and then I consolidate all of the stock picks from the top YouTubers, and I put them together into a single video. I give you both the cliff notes on the stock picks as well as my analysis on their stock picks. Now, if anything I talk about today piques your interest, make sure you listen to who I say talked about that stock and then go watch their video to get the full details on what they said. Now, all I ask for putting all of this together for you guys is that you hit that like button, subscribe, and follow the page so that you can get notified when I release my next video. In fact, I'll give you 5 seconds to do that right now. All right, before we get into today's stock picks, I just want to remind you that I am not a financial advisor. Nothing I talk about today is a recommendation to buy, sell, or hold. These are just my opinions, which may or may not be accurate. Please do your own research before investing in any asset. If you're wondering what you're looking at right now, this is the Webull desktop app. Webull is the app that I use for my trading, and it is also the app that I use in all of my videos. All right, let's get into today's stock picks. First, let's talk about our crypto, and first up is ADA. This is Cardano. Keen and Grace alerted us that ADA dropped below $2 on Tuesday. I saw that happen also, and I tripled my position on ADA in my short-term portfolio when I saw that happen. ADA has now rebounded a little bit, but remains in a buy zone. Next up is DOGE. This is Dogecoin. Keen and Grace let us know that the CEO of AMC, Adam Aron, tweeted asking if people want AMC to accept Dogecoin. Keen and Grace explained why this would make a lot of sense. It's because unlike Bitcoin, Ethereum, and others, there is no limit to the number of Dogecoin in existence. It's very similar to the US dollar and a lot of other fiat currencies, where the supply chain continues to increase every year. That means DOGE won't rise in value like BTC, ETH, and others will. So while Bitcoin, Ethereum, Cardano, and others make great long-term holds because they increase in value as the supply chain is limited, Dogecoin is better used as a currency to spend because its value is pushed down as more and more Dogecoin is printed. And that's why Keen and Grace thinks AMC should accept Dogecoin at its theaters. I will let you know that I bought DOGE on the dip early today, along with BTC and ADA. DOGE hit the 300-day EMA, which is a technical level of support. It is also nearly oversold on the RSI. For those reasons, I think DOGE may have bottomed out and will start going back up from here in the short term. And now onto our stocks, and first up is CHPT. This is ChargePoint. They're the largest charging station company in North America with more than 70% of the total market share. They are also starting to expand globally. Keen and Grace reminded us that CHPT could benefit from the infrastructure bill being passed. Now, there are actually a lot of companies that could benefit, and we'll talk about quite a few of them in a later video once the infrastructure bill gets closer to being passed. For now, CHPT remains in a buy zone, although it's not quite down to my ideal buying price of $19.50. Next up is DIS. This is Disney. Keen and Grace let us know that DIS dropped over 4% today after the CEO projected lower fourth quarter guidance on lower subscriber growth. I felt like DIS was overvalued, and after today's drop, I still feel that way. DIS still has a forward PE ratio of nearly 70. That is the reason why I did not include DIS on my list of the top 15 long-term hold stocks to buy. DIS would need to drop quite a bit more, down to around $145, before I would be comfortable buying in. Next up is DKNG. This is DraftKings, and they're an online sports betting company. StockMo let us know that DKNG just made a $20 billion offer to buy a UK sports betting company called Entain. What's interesting about that is that the market cap of DKNG is only $21 billion. DKNG fell over 7% today on that news because if the deal goes through, that is going to put a lot of debt on the books. And the stock portion of the offer will lower the value of DKNG for shareholders in the same way that a share offering does. Next up is HNST. This is the Honest Company. They're an ethical consumer goods company founded by Jessica Alba. Jeremy with Financial Education bought more HNST this month. He paid $10.53 for most of his shares and then added on at $10.37 and then added on even more at $9.99. He likes HNST at any price under $11. Jeremy with Financial Education is very bullish on HNST in the long term. Technically, HNST has bottomed out, but it hasn't really rebounded yet. It's mostly trading flat. The RSI is near 50, which is neutral, so this does not have much potential as a short-term trade. But if you like HNST as a company, like Jeremy does, then now would be a great time to buy in for a long-term hold. I will let you know that Jeremy with Financial Education has a 5 to 10 year outlook on HNST. Next up is LCID. This is Lucid Group, and they're an American EV manufacturer. LCID was up over 11% on Tuesday. My LEAP call option that I bought some time ago is now up about 28%, which makes me very happy. I will tell you that when LCID hit $27.50, some people in the Discord noticed that this was at resistance and they sold. Technically, LCID is overbought at this point and due for a pullback. We do still have the rumor of the first delivery starting next week though, so that could cause more upward pressure on the LCID stock price. And if momentum builds around a possible short squeeze, that could also cause more upside pressure. So fundamentally, LCID is very bullish, but technically it is overbought and due for a short-term pullback. Next up is RSI. This is Rush Street Interactive, and they're a gambling company. StockMo said that based upon the valuation of Golden Nugget Online Gaming, that RSI would have a valuation of $21 if it got bought out. That's how StockMo came up with its price target of between $20 and $21 a share. It pretty much hit $20 on Tuesday. Although the candles in MACD are bullish, and especially the candles with this ascending triangle pattern that it has now formed, I still think the downside risk is greater than the upside potential on RSI. The relative strength index is overbought, and even using StockMo's price target of $21, RSI might only rise another dollar or two from here, versus a potential fall of 50% if RSI fails to get acquired. Next up is SOFI. This is SOFI, and they're an online fintech startup. ZipTrader likes how SOFI is expanding into more and more product segments and how the revenue and user growth continues to increase every quarter as well. Now the real catalyst is SOFI's application to acquire a bank so that they can get their banking charter. That has been pending since March. Once SOFI gets their banking charter, they will be able to provide their own loan products, which will significantly increase their profits and also allow them to increase their product line. Technically, SOFI is completely flat right now. The RSI is right at 50, which is neutral, and the MACD is at 0, which is neutral. SOFI has consolidated around the $14 to $16 level over the past month. Since SOFI is holding the $14 support level, ZipTrader thinks now would be a great time to buy into SOFI for a long-term hold. I will also tell you that because SOFI has been trading fairly flat for the past month, now would also be a great time to buy a leap call option because the implied volatility is low right now. Next up is VRYYF. This is the very good food company. Jeremy with Financial Education bought more VRYYF this month. He did say that while he likes the company, he actually does not like the food. So while this is a low conviction play for Jeremy, he has been slowly dollar cost averaging into VRYYF. I will tell you that technically VRYYF looks very bearish and is showing no signs of turning around anytime soon. The candles are below all of the EMAs, the RSI is dropping, and the MACD is bearish as well. If you are interested in this company, I would wait before buying in. Next up is VYGVF. This is Voyager Digital. They're a crypto exchange similar to Coinbase. Jeremy with Financial Education bought more VYGVF this month. The stock has dropped quite a bit from where Jeremy bought in the $12 range, but he remains long-term bullish on it. Jeremy with Financial Education said this is his one and only crypto play. He also thinks that since a lot of senior management came from E-Trade, that Voyager might get into stock brokerage and credit cards soon. That hasn't even been rumored yet, that's just what Jeremy thinks. But it is for those reasons that Jeremy with Financial Education is bullish on VYGVF despite the continued drop in share price. Technically, VYGVF is below the 300-day EMA, which is very bearish. The MACD is also bearish. The only good sign is that the RSI is near oversold, but it's not quite there yet. If you are interested in VYGVF, I would wait for it to bottom out before buying in. Alright, I hope you enjoyed the video and got a lot out of it. Comment down below what you think the Fed is going to do on Wednesday. And if you're looking for a broker to trade with, you can sign up for Webull using my link in the description below. When you sign up for Webull using my link in the description below and deposit just $100, Webull's going to send you 2 free stocks worth up to $2,300. Now, if you're not a U.S. resident, or if you're looking to trade OTC penny stocks, or if you just don't like payment for order flow, then you can sign up for Interactive Brokers. Interactive Brokers is a great trading platform. They have highly discounted trading throughout the world. Trades start at just $1 US, $1 Canadian dollar, 4 euros, or 6 Australian dollars, depending upon where you live. And both Webull and Interactive Brokers offer the full pre-market and after-hours trading from 4 a.m. until 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Now, I do have material connections with both Webull and Interactive Brokers, so whenever you sign up for either one of those, not only are you getting a great broker to trade with, you're also helping me to continue to produce these great videos for you. Now, finally, I want to remind you to hit that like button, subscribe, and follow the page if you haven't already. And if you're not getting my notifications on YouTube, make sure next to that subscribe button, you click the bell icon and click all. That'll get you all of our notifications. I hope you have a lot of success trading, and I will see you tomorrow.